Hey guys, Mr. K here, and you know what? Today I wanted to do something different. I wanted to talk directly to you guys. We just got done doing a lot of cool stories. We were doing Cinderella, right? And we were doing Red Riding Hood, and we talked about different versions of the stories from all over the world. And we talked a lot about all the different fables, and we found the central message, like what does that mean to you? And we did so much stuff and we did so much learning, especially trying to figure out like key details, right? We did a lot of those. So today we're starting a new section, and I want to take everything that we learned and I want to go to our new section. So we're starting a new section, all right? And we're going to be reading two books. The first book is 68 Ways to Save the Planet Before Bedtime, and On Meadowview Street. This is the book we're focusing on today. 68 Ways to Save the Planet Before Bedtime. And how cool is this, right? How awesome is this? I am going to show you, this book is going to show us how to save the planet, right? That is like superheroes. That is like Iron Man. That's like Captain America and Black Panther. These are superheroes. They saved the planet, and now you guys are going to learn how to save the planet too. This book is going to help us get there. This book, we'll get to that, but not today. Don't need it. So focusing on this book today. So things that I want us to focus on. All right, our learning target. I can identify the main topic of a text, right? And how we're going to do that? We're going to do that by looking at text features to locate key facts or information. So we're going to use our text features to help us identify the main topic. So let's go ahead and jump into our story. Right, so I went ahead and already opened our story to page 2. So let's just go ahead and start reading. Sending out an SOS. Planet Earth is an amazing place. Just look around at the plants and the animals you can see. But Earth is in danger. Why? Well, because of us. Humans are always doing things that aren't good for the planet. What's the problem? Well, global warming is what we call the rise in the world's temperature. And that might sound like a good thing, but even the smallest rise in temperature can have big effects on our planet. Global warming causes rising sea levels, which are really bad for the coastal areas. Changes in our weather, such as more extreme storms. And it can also cause less food, because some of the world's farmland is becoming too dry to grow things. So how does global warming happen? Well, it happens when we burn fossil fuels such as coal and oil, and they release greenhouse gases. Right? So here we have a little factory, right? And all that smoke, that's kind of what we call the greenhouse gas. Now, greenhouse gases reach up into the atmosphere. This atmosphere right here. So what the atmosphere is a bunch of different gases that protect the Earth from space. So what happens is the greenhouse gases, right? They get trapped. They form right here. And when the heat comes down from the sun, it goes up to the atmosphere, and then it comes back down. You see, the heat has nowhere to go because it gets trapped by the greenhouse gases. So the heat is reflected back towards the Earth. So can we save the world? Earth has a lot of resources, such as water, wood, food, and fossil fuels. They are very important to us. but we are using them up too quickly and they may not last. Sounds scary, doesn't it? But don't worry. You can help save the world. One small step at a time. Here are 68 ways how. See the little kid there scratching his head? What can I do? Number 1, start now. All you have to do is try one idea from this book before you go to bed today. Well, what are you waiting for? Down here we have a text feature. Top tip. This book is special. You can start reading wherever you want. Why not start in the middle? Right? We started on page 2. Make friends with a spider. How can spiders help save the world? There's nothing a spider likes more than eating a load of tasty flies. So the next time you see a spider's web, be friendly and leave it there. Spiders are an important part of the food chain. Without them, there would be too many flies, and that would mean plants would not grow very well. But spiders get eaten too. Small birds love a tasty spider for lunch. It works like this. Spiders eat flies. Birds eat spiders, other insects, fruits, and seeds. The seeds come out in the bird's droppings. The seeds grow into new plants and trees. And trees are perfect homes for spiders and birds. Spiders and birds are also part of other food chains. So let's take a look over here. All right, number 3, set up a nature area. Put a few logs and twigs together outside so that insects can live there. Number 4, plant a tree. Grow a tree from a seed or see how local nature center can help you. Number 5, clean up. Join a local cleanup group and help clean up an area near you. Number 6, build a birdhouse. Ask a grown-up to help you make a cozy nest box for your local birds. Number 7, don't drop it. Help the animals near your home by putting litter in bins so they don't eat anything dangerous or get caught in the garbage. We'll talk a little bit later about what litter is. 8, watch it. Take a look outside and see what animals you can spot. Are they using your nature area or bird box? Remember 3 and 6? Fast fact. Trees remove greenhouse gases from the air and make oxygen for us to breathe. All right, number 9, wear fewer clothes. No, this doesn't mean you have to walk around in your underwear to save the world. It really means have fewer clothes in your closet. But hang on, how can that help? How do clothes affect the world? Everyone has a cotton t-shirt. But have you ever thought about what happens before the t-shirt ends up with you? Growing the cotton. First, chemicals are used to grow and make cotton, which can be bad for the environment. T-shirts do a lot of traveling. The cotton has to go from the field to a mill and then to the factory to be made into a t-shirt. And then they travel some more. Even worse than that, many t-shirts are sold far from where they are made. You know what that means? Longer journeys equals more greenhouse gases. So why not just have a couple of t-shirts you love rather than lots? See? Wear fewer clothes and save the world. Fast fact. The chemicals used to grow and make cotton stay in the t-shirt. All right, next page, number 10. Stop growing. Every now and then, your clothes will get too small. What a waste. But hang on. Why not give them to charity? Number 11. Look at the label. Get your mom or dad to look at the labels and ask them to buy clothes made closer to home. Number 12. Trade with friends. Bored with your clothes? Swap them with friends. Number 13. Check out charity. You don't always have to buy new clothes. See what clothes you can find in a thrift shop. Oh. And number 14, wash less. No, not you. Your clothes. Some clothes don't need to be washed after every wear. Socks and pants probably do though. Number 15, glasses giveaway. Give your old glasses to a charity. Top tip. Make sure your mom or dad knows what you're swapping or giving away.
So what we really want to do, what we really want to focus on, is we want to learn about figuring out the main topic. So, had to grab the book real quick. So we're going to take a look at page 2, right? You guys remember page 2? That's the page we started on. This is page 2. So what was the main topic of page 2?
Sending out an SOS. Well, is that the main topic? I mean, that's the title. But we're going to use our text features to help us figure out what the main topic is. So let's take a look at our first text feature, how global warming happens. And that might help us figure it out, right? Burning fossil fuels, well, that tells us about global warming. Greenhouse gases, well, that tells us about global warming. Atmosphere, global warming, and the heat is reflected. Well, that tells us all about global warming. Guys, I think I figured it out. I think our main topic on page 2 is global warming. So now we got to figure out what those key details are. Once again, we can look at our text features to help us figure that out. Fossil fuels create greenhouse gases, right? They get trapped in the atmosphere. Heat is reflected back. And then we can also read some of the text. Global warming causes. Oh, that sounds important. So now we have a bunch of things. Let's go ahead and put these on paper and try to figure out what is going on.
All right, so now that we took a closer look at page 2 and we figured out our main topic, let's take a look at some of the things we learned, right? We used our text features to figure out the main topic, which was global warming. All right, and then we had to find some key details from the text. Our first key detail was it can cause a rise in sea level. Remember, we read that. That was one of the first things we read. All right, second detail, it can cause a change in our weather, right? That means we have really big storms, like huge storms that we don't get a whole lot in Washington, but on the East Coast, they had huge hurricanes and they have tornadoes, and these are all caused by global warming. And the last thing that we learned about, it can cause farmlands to dry up, which means less food. So these 3 things are key details that point to our main topic of global warming. All right, so this is what I want you guys to do. I want you to take a look at page 4. Remember the Make Friends with the Spider page? And I want you to use our text features to figure out what the main topic is. I'll give you a hint. It is not making friends with a spider. All right? So we're going to look at different text features. We have pictures, right? We have text box. We have titles, and we have bolded words, right? These are different text features that you can use to figure out the main topic of page number 4. So I'm going to post a template, and I want you guys to fill out key details and a main topic. Have a good day.